Okay, so I've hit record. So we're recording. Awesome. At least I remembered that one. Good, good. And let's just put that away, dock that. And can you guys see my screen? I just started sharing it. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Some second. Can I get like a 1 or something? I don't know what I've done with my chat thing here. Someone just, can you type in if you can hear me or see the screen, anything into the chat screen, just so I can get that pop-up come up. Okay, there it is. Awesome. Excellent, Ryan. Thanks, Susie. Thanks, Robert. Excellent. Okay, cool. What is this? Okay, so this is going to be awesome, everyone. You see, everyone sees the screen. Great. Cool. All right. Lovely. We're going to get going. Okay, so FB Conversatio, we're going to use it for two things. Well, I use it for two things, two main things. I guess I use it to organize my groups, and then I use it to so I can post regularly to them. And I'll show you. I'm going to go through all of this, and I use it for the actual essence of what FB Conversatio is, which is. Before I even say that, can I get like a 1 from everyone who's used FB Conversatio here and who uses it regularly? I just want to see how many of you are using it, because I know it's a little bit confusing. So whoever's using it, let me get a 1. If you're not using it, just don't have to say anything. Don't worry. Okay, a couple of 1s. All right. I thought I'd have no 1s actually. So excellent. But there are pretty much, from what I've seen here, just 1 or 2 people have tried messing around with it. Okay, so cool. So you're going to love this webinar. This is going to really open your eyes, and you're going to, I really imagine, start using it much more regularly. So let's just go straight to the tab of FB Conversatio. The main essence of FB Conversatio is to drill down content, so that we can find the most popular content on Facebook. And if it's popular on Facebook, you could be pretty sure it's going to be popular wherever else you're going to share it. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to my classic bodybuilding profiles, because these profiles are niche to bodybuilding and weightlifting and fitness. It could be anything. But bodybuilding is a great example because it's just such a massive, massive niche on Facebook that there's so much going on with it that we can really show you how it drills down the content. So before we even do any of this, right, you want to make sure that that it's working. Whoops, I just stepped on my kid's rubber ducky. Okay. You want to make sure that you're connected to Facebook. So a couple of confusing points is that we're using different browsers here. We're using Chrome and Firefox for within Browsio, right? So we're using both of these browsers for different parts of the crawling, the OAuth, the searching, the organizing, and so on and so forth. So we are actually using both Firefox and Chrome to do certain functions for FB Conversatio. So what you need to know is, if you're going to use FB Conversatio, you are going to have to log in on both Firefox and Chrome, so that you have got whatever it is that you're going to do, you're not going to run into any problems. So I know I'm logged in on this profile to, there you go, the Facebook here, and also in Firefox I'm logged in. So we'll go straight to FB Conversatio. I see a couple of questions. I'm just going to look at it now, and then I'm not going to look at it for the rest of the the webinar until we get towards the end, because I think I'm going to cover everything, and then I don't want to get sidetracked. So, okay, I'll answer this one. No, it's not a separate license. It's part of Browsio. All of this is part of Browsio, so you don't have to worry about that. Everyone's got it. If you've got Browsio, you have this, and it's not a separate license. You just need to make sure that you follow these instructions, that you're logged into both Chrome and into Firefox. And then you go over to FB Conversatio, and you want to click Refresh User Token. And you want to do that now anyway, because they've just refreshed their API, or they've updated the API. See over here, they're depreciating their old APIs. And anyway, you're going to need to use, see, I don't think I even have the token here, right? So we were gonna have to do that anyway. So all you have to do is get access token, unless something's literally changed overnight. But no, that's all you have to do is get access token. No, we don't have a macro for this, and we just click all of them because there's a couple of things that we are unsure of whether or not we need them. So just to be on the safe side, you just click them all so that we have everything, because we're doing so much with FB Conversatio, from reading members of the group, how many members, how many fans, what the readership is, what the reach is, what the likes are, the most popular posts, and pretty much everything. So we're just going to tick all of them and then get access token. And continue. And OK, and OK again, and we're good. Okay, so once you've done that, you can use FB Conversatio. So what that is actually, what we're using here is the Facebook Open Graph. So if you noticed, we didn't create an app, and we also, Browsio doesn't have an app that we've created. We didn't create, this is totally, I mean, you could say under the radar, but it's not really under the radar. I mean, it is, it's totally under the radar because it's not connected to any one individual app. It's just pulling information from the Open Graph API Explorer, which is exactly what it's meant for. I mean, I have not seen any other Facebook tool do this. I mean, we're the only ones that are doing this, and probably the reason why so many people haven't used it, because of what it does. And it's just there's nothing else that does it like this, that drills down in such a granular way where you're able to break down every single element of your Facebook marketing. So we're going to do that right now. So what we've done there is we've just given the access token to allow Browsio to go ahead and access all of the Open Graph information, Open Graph Explorer information, which is all of the likes, all of the open, whether the group is open, whether the group is closed, how many members in the group, and then with the fan pages, the same thing. So let's go back to search, and we're just going to do, we'll do fan pages and groups. Okay, so we'll do fan pages and groups, and there's definitely no other app that drills down to people, videos, photos, places, and events. Nothing else out there, that's for sure. The only thing that might have is just pages. That's it, pages, and you're able to, I guess, search, or not really search, but you just get like the maybe you'll get like a most popular, so on and so forth, based on whatever results they've decided to give you. But we're going to show you where you have total control of seeing why and what was popular. So let's go do and search for pages and for groups. And you can do multiple keywords. So we can do, you know, bodybuilding, motivation is always a good one. Bodybuilding motivation. Excuse me, it's very dry here today. And search, okay? So we have basically just gone to the Dominator here. We call this the Dominator because you'll see why in a minute. And we've just used this quick, easy access link that we've added here. That it's just literally a link that takes you to the Open Graph to allow you to get the token. So that's all we've done so far. and we've gone to the search, and we've done an open graph search, and as you can see, it's already pulled back the pages for bodybuilding and for groups. So we've got 448 pages, and then we've got 382 groups, and then we've got 123 groups for bodybuilding motivation, and only 103 pages for bodybuilding motivation. Okay, I would have thought it would have been more than that. But there you go. So what's also really cool about this, oh my goodness, my throat is so dry. Okay, what is also really cool about this is that you can save the search, and what it does is it saves these results. And every day or every couple of hours, there's a refresh in the database or user database or whatever it is. I'm not quite sure how it works. But when you come back every day or every other day or wherever it is, you come back to these profiles and you do another search, and you've already saved your profiles in there, it always adds on another couple of hundred, right? So you end up with 1,000, 2,000, depending on how big the niche is, thousands. You could have thousands of pages that you would never ever get access to other than over here. I mean, there's just no other way to get access to thousands and thousands of pages. There's no other, I mean, there is no way. You have to go and search through it via the API. The interface isn't going to give it to you, and then you have to go ahead and make sure you're saving them and then comparing them, and that's what we're doing. So we're saving them, and yes, you do get duplicates, but then you just go back, and I'll show you, we just have a dedupe button that just gets rid of all the duplicates for you. And so we're going to look at bodybuilding pages. So we've got 448 pages. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drill down, and we're going to find the most popular bodybuilding pages. Okay, first of all, everything is accessible via here. You can do a double click, and it'll open up all of the pages for you. So you can get a quick bird's eye view of the 448 pages here. Okay. And then same thing for the groups, so you can have a quick, overview, bird's eye view if you want to see what's going on here. Just, you want to have a quick order them, and you don't want to. I mean, it gives you just a much more of a quick glimpse of everything that's there. Okay, so what I like to do, just to keep everything centralized, is I just use the side tab here. So whatever's selected, it just goes straight through. So you can just quickly select each one, and it will just appear on the right. Okay, so this is 448 pages. Okay, we don't want all of them, and as you can see here, we have like a brief synopsis, the talking about. Okay, so that's actually like a real sign, right? We know that if you got 0 people talking about you, then you're basically, look, this is you know what, we're gonna bring this one in, but just to look at, because it's crazy. Look at this. I mean, it's got nearly 1 million. Do you see that? 1 million likes and 0 people talking about it. That's insane. I mean, it's the amount of, I mean, there's just no engagement there. There's no point doing anything with this group. So, before we, do this and even use our brains, there's no need for that. Okay? No need to use our brains just yet. What we're going to do now is just use browser and drill down. We're going to keep drilling down. So we're going to dominate all selectively, right? When there's that many, and you can see immediately there's 0 talking about, you want to dominate all selectively. And that means it's going to send all of these to the dominator, okay? And then over there is where we get to really drill down further and engage and, look for content that we're going to want to talk about, post, share, mimic, and we'll get to that in just a moment. So we're going to pull here. So what I've done, let me do that again. I did right click and then dominate all selectively. So we're going to look for, not likes, but I'm just going to look for talking about right now. And I want at least, because this is the bodybuilding, there's 450 pages. I want at least 5,000 people talking about the page. And as you can see, we've got a nice amount there of at least 5,000 people talking about talking about those pages. So immediately we've drilled down from 448 pages down to about, I don't know, 30 pages or so. So click OK, and oh, that was we'll just open up another group, another folder here. New folder, and we're going to have bodybuilding pages over 5K talking about. Okay, back to search. Do that again. Right click, dominate all selectively, then talking about, because talking about is a real indicator. It's not the likes. The likes are garbage. I mean, it just means nothing most of the time. So we're going to look for at least 5,000 people. See, because look, we've got these have got millions and hundreds of thousands of likes. You know, I mean, we can expect at least 5,000 people talking about this page. Otherwise, it's just a waste of space. So 5,000, and again about 40 or so, and then we're going to send it to that folder, bodybuilding pages over 5K talking about. Now we're going to come back to the dominator, and this is why it's called the dominator, because this is where we get to really start dominating these groups, because well, not only do we have easy access to be able to just double click and come to the group here with our logged in profile and just go ahead and and like and engage and do whatever it is that you're going to want to do. We can now crawl all of these groups for more information. Okay, so let's just understand what we've done and what we're doing here. So so far we've gone to the search facility. We've crawled Facebook as a whole. Okay, we've looked for bodybuilding and bodybuilding motivation pages and groups from Facebook as a whole, right? And then we've now sent the most popular ones with only over 5,000 people talking about them. Then we've gone to the dominator, and now I should have done this because it could be running while I'm explaining this, so I'm going to crawl all stats. Okay, so again, we've just drilled down from Facebook. We've got all of the most popular pages, and we've only got the most popular page with over 5,000 people talking about it. So right now, as you can see, the FB Conversatio is now drilling down and going through each one of these groups, and it's analyzing all of the videos, all of the images, and every single post on the page and on its feed, and it's going to allow us to then, as soon as it's ready, as soon as it's gone and read the information on these pages, it's going to allow us to go ahead into each group and drill down in each group and find the most popular content in the group. And that's the content that you're going to want to be sharing across your fan pages, across your social media. Are you guys with me so far? Let me get a yeah. Let me get a 1 or a yeah if you are. Yes, yes. Cool, Susie. Cool, Jake. Awesome, Robert. Cool, Phil. Everyone's getting it. Awesome. So that's what we've done. It was and it's awesome, awesome. So it's now crawled all of these pages. Awesome, guys. So it's now crawled all of these pages, and now we have the page info on the right-hand side here. Okay. And what we can do now is, first of all, we're going to want to right-click this here. No, we want to right-click there, and we can order by anything, but we want to order by talking about. Okay, so we've got talking about. So now we've ordered these pages on the left-hand side here in order of talking about. So we know that this is Stars of Bodybuilding right now, this week, today, is the most popular bodybuilding fan page on the entire Facebook. Nothing to talk about. Okay? We've just done that in a couple of minutes. Okay? So there's undisputed, this is the champion of Facebook. The runner-up of bodybuilding is Indian bodybuilding. Okay? This is the runner-up with 70,000 people talking about it. See on the right-hand side? It's got a breakdown. go back on the right. So on the left hand side we have the easy access navigation here, and on the right hand side we have the drill down information. Okay, so and it also gives you a breakdown of what you can do on this page. So as you can see, you can't actually post to this page according to what it says here. Right, so you wouldn't be able to make posts, but you can go and engage with those with comments and with people on the page. That's what it's there for, right? So we can now open up the photos and see the photos. We can look at the videos now because it's scraped all of the videos, and these are all of the uploaded videos, uploaded photos, and then all of the posts. Let's just close this up for a second so we've got a little bit more space, and then we've got the posts. Okay, and then what we do here is to drill down on this page and get the most popular posts. We're going to right click here and we can order it by likes. Okay, wow, look at that, 30,000 likes. Awesome. So this now is the most popular post for bodybuilding for the entire Facebook. Okay, this post right here. Well, I don't know, there's probably things going around. It might change a little bit every, who knows, viral, it can change within a matter of days. But I've been in this niche for a while, and I know that it's always been the stars of bodybuilding. I can see Mafia Bodybuilding here has gone down. They were #1 for engagement for a while. And I can see that the engagement has gone down tremendously because a year ago, I was seeing much more engagement. Like, look, we've only got 43,000 people talking about it, and I remember having I remember there were hundreds of thousands of people talking about these bodybuilding pages. So it's an amazing way for you to gauge a niche, a market, whether or not it's going to be worth your while even getting into on Facebook. And then once you do work out that it is worth it, if it is worth it, which I'm sure, I mean, I can't imagine many niches not being worth it, aside from a few very maybe, specific localized markets, but there's always something local going on, so that, we've included within here the ability to find places, events for local marketing, places, photos, videos, people, and so on and so forth. So you can really, really drill down every single element of Facebook. And if it's just not finding something, it means there's not anything there. You need to look for another keyword variation of whatever it is that you're doing there. So that is in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, we've just drilled down the bodybuilding niche, and obviously I've explained it while I'm doing it. So you can literally do this in 3 minutes. You can drill down in 5 minutes, just because it takes a couple of minutes for it to do the searching and the open graph crawling, and drill down in a matter of minutes into any niche. You can go to vaping, any niche, bodybuilding, weightlifting, whatever, weight loss, fitness, health, cardiology, health, mind, yoga. I mean, these are all massive. There are 800,000 groups alone, millions of pages, right? So it's just unlimited. You can do this for anything. So let's go to okay, actually, yeah, let me ask if there is anything that anyone would like to do, for any questions really for this, because I'm going to show next how to do the groups and how to actually use FB Dominator to dominate the groups. But we can actually, before I do that, let me just show you the difference between groups and fan pages. Okay, so before I do any questions, let me just do this. Let me do the same thing for the groups. And let's just go to the Dominator. Let me save these. You want to save these. And groups. These are just open group, not open groups. Bodybuilding general. Okay. Back to search, and then you can go right click and dominate all selectively, and we can do it via members. So if you only want it to have X amount of members, so you've got more reach, you could do that, or just open or closed. But we're not. We are going to dominate all of them. 382. Let's just dominate those with bodybuilding, let's say how many members we're going to have. Let's say 50,000 members. Let's say, okay, because we want to make sure I don't want to have hundreds and hundreds of groups here. So how many with 50,000 members? Oops, I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong setting. Members, and it's there. 50,000. Okay, fine, that's good. I don't need to go over 5K. All right. So we've got over 5K. This has got over 50,000 members. So we didn't need to go and spend any time or brain power looking for the biggest groups on Facebook. We now have the biggest groups on Facebook for bodybuilding right there with over 50,000 each one, as you saw. And then we can do the same thing and crawl all stats. And that will then show you whether or not it's an open group or a closed group. And it will then just bring up the information so that you can, if it's a closed group and you're not a member of it, and even if you are a member of it, you're very, very limited depending on what the individual settings are set by the admins. So you can't always crawl these groups. The fan page, yes, but you can't always crawl the groups, especially if they're closed groups, and especially if they had very, very limited settings. So if they see this one, it couldn't crawl for some reason. Okay, so nothing came up there, but this one is closed, and okay, it's not in English. Bodybuilding free tips is also closed, so it's not going to show any information because it's a closed group, of course, and the only time you're going to get photos and videos appearing here is if you're a member of that group. And it won't always work, again, depending on the actual privacy settings that the admins have set for the group. Okay, so cool. So here's an open group, and as you can see, the feed will just be, well, it should be available. There it is, yeah. And the feed is available. So if it's an open group and the feed is available, then you get access to it, and you can then do the same thing, and you can order by likes. You can go and you can instantly find the most popular posts and get in there and start engaging and talking to your potential customers, dropping links, leads, getting them to go opt in, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so I'm not actually a member of this group. Might as well join it. Okay, attachment unavailable, whatever. That's the most popular group, most popular post. So that's the idea. That's how you're able to use FB Conversatio to drill down, find the most popular content across Facebook. So any questions about FB Conversatio, using it to drill down content, before I just move over to the groups very quickly and show you how to use it to organize your groups and keep just basically to find your regular good posters, places that you're going to always want to be posting. So a couple of questions I don't mind taking right now if you guys have got any questions about FB Conversatio, about drilling down. Otherwise, I'm just going to move quickly on to using this to organize all of your groups. Okay, I don't see any questions. Awesome, everyone's got it. Nice. Okay, all right, nice. So moving on. So look at the groups. So what we want to do is first let's create a folder. So the folder, we call it member groups. Member groups. Okay. Member groups, and then we go to Firefox, and it has to be done in Firefox because that's how it's set up. So you go to Facebook in Firefox, and then you go here, and you want to go to bookmarks /groups. Okay, and that's going to bring up all of the groups that you're a member of. So we're going to do right click, and once you got that, what we're doing is we're going to be sending these over to the dominator. Okay, so we right click, dominate all, and we want to send them here to that folder there, the member groups. Okay, yep, okay. back to FB Conversatio, to the member groups. Let's just close this down. And then do the same thing. We can crawl all stats. That's going to go through and crawl whatever stats it can crawl. We're going to have a little bit more access because some of the pages I'm a member of. I'm a member of all of these groups, so some of the pages will allow you, you know, to download images or to crawl a little bit further. I'm imagining that pretty much, I think all of them allow you to see the content via here. It's just a couple of permissions that you may come across that will be a little bit iffy in the groups because of the individual settings that they might have, from privacy settings, from it being secret, from it being closed, from them not allowing whatever it is they may allow, and whatever other settings they may have there, and so on. So now that you've got everything here centralized, you've basically got the ability to, what I do and what the way that I view the ability to basically keep all of your groups in one place, so that, you know, when you're going and you want to engage and you want to post to these groups, you know exactly which groups are going to get you the most engagement. So the idea now is to spend a little bit of time going through the groups that you're already a member of after you've done this, after you've let it scroll, after you've let it crawl through all of the information. I see it's taking a little bit of time for this one for some reason, but the idea is to use FB Conversatio for your member groups to crawl all of the groups so that you have all of the information right here to hand on the left hand side. Okay, so it couldn't crawl these for whatever reasons, and we now have, let's just close this down. We could look at that in just a moment, right? So we're not looking at finding the most popular content right this second, just understanding what we're going to be doing here. So what we're going to be doing is using this interface here to access all of the groups that we're already a member of, right? So all of these groups here we're a member of, so we can easily just click on it, go to it, and then post, like, engage. You know, again, if we're engaging, we're just going to basically order by likes, or maybe order by comments. Order by likes, it might be a good one, because if it's ordered by likes, there may not be that many comments sometimes. So order by likes. So here's a post. And it could be current. It looks like it's only 3 days old. It's either 3 days old or 3 months old. Okay, May 17th, so it's a couple of weeks old, and a month, just over a month old. So whatever, there's probably still a little bit of life in that one. If you go and, you know, comment and engage, people are going to jump back. There's 222 people already who have commented on that. So if you get involved in that conversation, and it's going to be a good comment, and you found something really relevant to say, you're going to get like really good engagement, and you're going to get people friending you. You're going to get people connecting with you, and if you've got obviously a real looking profile, which it should be, then people are going to friend you, engage with you, communicate with you, message you, talk with you, and you know, help you build your personas into real authorities that are able to drive traffic. And when you do go ahead and post something, it's going to, you know, hold a little bit more gravitas in their eyes, and you know, they'll be able to, okay, I know this person, I've seen them engage with me before, and I will go, you know, the opt-in will be taken a lot more seriously. And that's generally what you want to be doing. You want to be getting as many opt-ins as possible, taking as many people off of Facebook as possible and onto your mailing list in order for you to sell them whatever it is that you're going to sell them. Or if you're doing traffic arbitrage and you're doing AdSense, this is an awesome way to get traffic as well using the groups. There's so much traffic in the groups. It's all here. This is where the Facebook traffic is. The easy traffic that you're really able to tap into is definitely the groups. Also, you know, fan pages, it's different. It's a little bit different. But it's also because you don't have the same way that you're able to post, and you don't have the same pedestal or the same platform to post on fan pages as you do on groups. So on groups, as you know, it gets seen by everyone just like it was posted by the admin, And on a fan page, if you post, it just gets sent to the side and people aren't going to be seeing that. Let me just grab a drink before my throat dies on us. Okay. So what we want to do, and what you want to do, is just go through these groups and look at the engagement, right? And decide for yourself if this is a group you want to go ahead and put into, like, you know, we can create another folder here and say member bodybuilding, bodybuilding member low engagement. Right. So, or the opposite, really, high engagement, you know, and then you can go ahead and share it there. So we can go, so, you know, yeah, that's probably the better way to do it, is you're going to want to make that bodybuilding member authority groups, right? Authority groups, and as we can see here, what's happened there? Okay, and as we can see from here, this has got a lot of engagement, and we definitely want to be posting to this group. Okay, it's got 50,000 members, 137 new, and you know, it's got lots of comments and likes, so we definitely want to be posting to this one. So we go from here, click on edit, and then it will then allow you to just move it over to here. So bodybuilding member authority groups, and now that's now been moved over and is now in here. Okay, now let's go here, and now let's look at the next one. So this is a member group, and maybe it's not allowing, it's got nothing to, well, maybe it's one of the pages it wouldn't crawl, I think. So if it's one of the pages you couldn't crawl, again, we're using this to just organize everything so that it's not overwhelming. So we want to just have a quick look at the posts to make sure that there's engagement going on and that people are commenting and that people are liking posts and sharing, and it looks pretty good here. So it looks like we've got lots, you know, decent engagement. So we definitely want to be sharing that one into the group. So we right click and then edit, and then just change that over to bodybuilding member authority groups. Okay, and then click OK. So now we're moving them over slowly. So you want to spend some time on organizing your Facebook groups so that you know which ones have got the most reach and are going to, you know, you don't want to be wasting your time posting to garbage groups. And the other benefit of doing it like this is that, you know, first of all, if you're going to be using an API auto poster, you're going to get into shit. You're going to get your account banned, you know, guaranteed. It's just the way it's going. It's the way it's been going for a while. It's the way it's going. And the reason for that is because exactly for this reason is that you're just going to be clogging up the groups with crap, no engagement. You're not able to go in after you post and just, you know, see how your post's doing, see which one's doing the most, you know, getting the most engagement, the most interaction, and go in and talk to those. Instead, you go ahead and spend a little bit of time with your profiles and find the groups that have got those pockets of traffic and use the groups smartly. And don't just, you know, if you go ahead and spam to all of your groups, it's not going to be relevant. It's going to be the same message. You're going to have people from all of the groups you're going to have the same people, a lot of the same people across these groups who are going to start picking up on what you're doing, right? So like this, it will take a little bit more time to first identify the actual places you want to be engaging. And then once you've done that and you know exactly where you want to be engaging, I mean, come on, guys. How hard is it to literally log into your persona, come over here? You've already identified that this is going to drive traffic, that this page right here is going to drive you traffic. So here you go. I'm going to put, here is where I make my post. And that's it. I craft a nice post that's going to make sense, unique, specific for this group, and you're going to see serious engagement that you will never see auto posting to groups. Okay, And I see people auto posting to their own groups, and you just, you can see it coming from auto posters, and it might get 1 or 2 people to like engage, but it's not like, I mean, people, it's not like you won't get the same reaction and engagement when you go in there and make it a lot more personal. It's just basic sales and marketing. It's not really rocket science. It's not really anything, groundbreaking that I'm saying here. It's just that if you go into a group and read about what's happening in this group, and maybe even tag someone in the group that you've commented with on and like their comment, and get them engaged, that's what you want to be doing. And you watch the engagement fly through the sky on your posts in these groups by actually doing it the right way and not just spamming them with crap that's going to go to all of the groups with the same message. And Facebook may or may not delete your account because you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Or they may not, it depends. There is the mass spamming angle, which I guess, and if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. But that's not what we're into. It's not what I'm into. It's not really the best way to use Facebook to drive traffic and leads and sales. You want to be getting in there and spending a little bit of time focusing on your customers, on your potential customers, in order to make sure that your message is right, that it's in line with what's going on in that group, so that the comment that you're making on a post in that group it's like an extension of a comment. Can you imagine going onto a comment and just saying totally like spamming a comment? Comment spam, what real comment spam is? The original comment spam was just literally selling a product via comments. You ever seen those comments that say, hey, my uncle made $4,000 last month using this program, and I tried it as well, and I was also able to make $4,000 this month. You need to check it out, and here's the link. That is comment spam. The SEO comment spam is bullcrap. That's not spam. That's not comment spam. That's just trying to get a backlink from a website using the comments, and yes, it's identified by Google as spam, but like real comment spam, that's how it started. That's what it was all about. That's what people would hijacking traffic, right? So if these guys can go ahead and get so much traffic from just comment spam and hijacking traffic in non-relevant places, just dropping crap, totally unrelated, can you imagine how much more engagement you're going to get if you're going to go into these groups and you're going to go into those comments and you're going to go drop your link, which is a blog post or something that you crafted that's totally on topic and exactly in line with what's being discussed. People are going to love the post. They're going to like the post. They're going to love you. They're going to connect with you. They're going to friend you. They're going to turn you into an authority because you're just being real on social media. And that's a breath of fresh air 99% of the time when everyone is subjected to bots and automation and nothing personal and nothing real. So, just to bear in mind, that's the key. That's what we're trying to do here. That's how you want to be using your Facebook groups. You don't want to be abusing them, because in the end you'll just get booted from them. People won't take you seriously and your reach will just diminish, and it's just not going to have any value for anyone in the group or for yourself. So just don't do it. Don't waste time doing it. Spend a little bit more time and respect these groups, right? They're not your groups, and people are spending a lot of time putting these groups together and the information. And what you want to do is also respect your own time by spending a little bit more time and weeding out the spam groups, so that you're not losing reach. You're not sending you're just not wasting your time by posting into places where you're not going to have any real value. So that's the idea. That's the ideal way to go ahead and use FB Conversatio to manage your groups, post your groups, drill down, find the groups that are worth posting to, and then for fan pages, to drill down and find the most popular content, so you can go and craft similar content, or go ahead and engage with those fan pages, engage with those comments, use your personas to drop links to your money sites about very, very similar on-topic conversations. If you see a post going viral, you can go ahead, and it's very easy to just find a post going viral when you're using FB Conversatio like this, because you're constantly tapping into the most popular content on the web in whatever niche that it is that you're doing. Okay, so that is that's how to do it. That's how we use it. That's it in a nutshell, really. Are you guys with me? What's let me get some questions, feedback from any of you. If you've got any questions, I guess now's the time. I've been blathering on for nearly an hour, and it's a lot of information. Are you guys with me on this? Can I get a one or a yes or whatever? Just let me know where you guys are with this. Yeah, one. Excellent, Jim. Excellent, Paul. Excellent, Susie. Good to hear. Amazing. So you guys gonna start using this, right? Yes, yes. Hell yeah. Okay, hell yeah. All right, awesome. So please do use this because this is what it's here for. We're actually using Facebook's giving us this information for us to be able to do this. Okay? They're giving us this information for us to be able to find exactly what we need to find as quickly as possible so that we can go and engage and be real. And that's what we've got here. That's why they make this information available. So you're now able to just take that information and funnel it and make sense for you now using FB Conversatio. So I think unless you guys have got, okay, hold on. Let's see, question. Facebook accounts. I mean, I just get my VA to create them, or if you have clients, use their accounts, or you can just create them within Browsio. Someone's asking about getting accounts and where to get Facebook accounts. I mean, you can connect your own Facebook account as well, and don't use a proxy. I have my own Facebook account connected to here, my own everything connected to here, and have had for since I've had Browsio, and use it regularly to drill down on my regular account and also on all of my other accounts, my affiliate accounts, my persona accounts, client accounts, whatever. So listen, so it's up to you. Just go ahead and create them or buy them. I don't have any recommendations right now. Guys in the groups have got some great recommendations, so ask in the group, and I can't remember who it was, but a few people, I think Matt posted, do a search in the group and you'll see a couple of posts about it. Okay, no problem. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to end the webinar now. It's someone wants to do of drilling down places. Well, it's the same thing. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. I mean, you can do it to look for events in your area. So depending on what kind of, obviously there aren't going to be events for everything. So you want to go ahead and use maybe places and type in, let's say, New York, and see what comes up. Right, so you can see what comes up, all related to New York. You can, look at suburbs like and a Spring Valley is like a place upstate New York, tiny little place. I have no idea what would be there, if there'd be any results. Okay, so New York. So we've got here different fan pages all about New York, right? So you want to go ahead and engage right here, people talking about local things. So this is obviously New York as a whole. Spring Valley, so Spring Valley, Nevada, Jersey, Spring Valley, New York. So it would find related places and businesses for within. So here you've got Spring Valley Resort, Spring Valley Water Park, right? So that's the kind of thing, you can do. You can find anything related to the local. It'll do local. It'll find all local things. So you can type in also, if whatever your niche is, let's say, events. I don't know what would come up with that, but let's just see fitness or dancing or I don't know. We could see if something, I wonder what would come up. Fitness events, 220 fitness events. So fitness summer boot camp. And if you click on that, by the way, if you click on the link in here, by the way, you don't have to bring it over there. It'll just take you to the Dominator here. So we've now got Fitness Summer Bootcamp 2017. And, right, so this is an event happening, so you can get in, comment, get into these conversations, attend, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. So I'm just showing ways to just use it to find, I mean, it'll find anything local as long as it's on Facebook, okay? So, and photos, it will just bring back photos. And what it does is it's just going to bring back all the events related to the keyword that you're going to search for, and it's going to bring back all of the places related to the keyword that you're searching for here. And it's the same thing for photos. It'll bring all the photos, videos, and people, right? So a lot of people, they sometimes use keywords in their names, and that'll help you identify the marketers in those markets. And you know I mean, it's very, very, I mean, there's not going to be many uses for the people, I imagine, unless you're getting very, very localized. And you know, I don't do tons and tons or much with that kind of local marketing or local marketing as a whole. I'm doing more affiliate marketing, content marketing. So really a matter of going and having the ability to drill down keyword based on all of these things and allow you to just find what's happening locally, events, and so on and so forth. So does that make sense? Yes? Yes, excellent. Okay, cool. So I'm going to, I guess that's it. And I don't see any more questions coming in. I'm going to end the webinar now. I will render it, and then I'll post it on Facebook and also YouTube, and get you, send it out by email as well, so you guys all get to see it again. And okay, any ideas? Let's see what I'm not sure what haven't decided yet what we're going to discuss next week, but maybe we'll, you know, have a post in the group and see what we're going to cover in next week's training. Okay, no problem. Everyone, you're welcome. You're welcome. Pleasure, everyone. Pleasure, Andrew, Robert, Susie, Phil, Torrin. Pleasure. Take care. All right. Yeah, it's nighttime over here. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. Take care. See you in the group. Okay.